Hare Krishna. Okay, good evening. Welcome to the Friday evening program. Hope everybody's okay. I think so. Noisy enough. It must be alright. So, I'm sure that there are a few people away this week, so a little quieter than normal, but that's okay. Hare Krishna. So your name? Labi. Labi. You been here before?
No, this is the first time.
Okay, you local?
Yes.
Okay. So you know what this is all about?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. I don't need to give any introduction on what we're doing and what is. That's good, okay. Okay, well, welcome, and I'm sure a few others will filter in as we go on. But anyway, we'll do the usual thing. Do some Kirtan, and then we'll have a little talk. So as per normal, thank you very much for coming, making the effort to come this way. It's always appreciated. Always nice to see other devotees. So. Jaya. Srila Prabhupada ki Jaya. Gauranitai ki Jaya. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra ki Jaya. Radha Shyam ki Jaya. Radha Govinda ki Jaya. Hare Krishna, Gaura Premananda. So that's meditation, right?
Who do you think you have such a good workout in doing meditation?
Yeah, who would have thought it? When the Buddha's coming in and said, what are you doing? Oh, we're meditating. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, it was very nice. Welcome everybody. Let's do something about the chanting. First off, I'm reading this book called Who's Heard of Bhaktivinoda Thakur? Yes, anybody? Anybody heard of Bhaktivinoda Thakur? Yes? No? Yes? Everybody else? Does everybody know who Bhaktivinoda Thakur is? Yeah, no? Yes? Yeah, at the back? No? Okay. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is Srila Prabhupada's guru's father. Now, Srila Prabhupada is our guru. This gentleman here, yes, Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. His guru is Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. His guru was Gauri Kishore Das Babaji, and his guru was Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who was the father of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. And he was a very, very prolific writer. He wrote 100 books, I think, 100 books, I believe. Many, many songs, and a lot of, and everything, this movement, this Hare Krishna movement, is really, he was very, very instrumental in all of the stuff that we do. So he's a very important personality in our guru, in our parampara, our disciplic succession. I believe he's on this, the second picture on the right there. You see the two pictures in the middle before, in front of Radha and Krishna. That's Bhaktivinoda Thakur on the right in that picture there. So I'm reading the book of his at the moment called Harinam Chintamani, which is Sri Harinam Chintamani, which is a very nice book, recommended. Well, all of his books are recommended, actually. So I'll read a little bit from that, which is should be quite nice. The book is mainly around the offences of chanting the holy name, because there are 10 offences, considered to be 10 offences, chanting the holy name. And this from this chapter around criticising the scriptures, basically, the Vedas, yes, where all this knowledge comes from, is an offence at the feet of the holy name. So this is a little section from that I was reading today, which I thought was quite nice. So. He writes, in Kali Yuga, the age we live in now, the age of Kali. Thank you very much, Brahma. In Kali Yuga, more and more people are worshipping Maya, material energy. It's true, isn't it? Yeah. This was written 100 years ago, 1900, or over 1900 this book was written. So even then people were worshipping Maya. Now everybody is worshipping Maya, right? Apart from you, of course, present company accepted. But in general, everybody is worshipping illusion, Maya. They give up the opportunity to chant the Supreme Lord Krishna's holy name, which is full of ecstatic spiritual mellows. They take up tantric worship in the mode of ignorance and criticize the Vedas. They digress from the real path of religion. They eat meat, they drink alcohol, and perform other sinful activities. These are symptoms of Kali Yuga, which people do in Kali Yuga. Sinful activities. These offenders can never receive the shelter of the holy name fully, nor can they enter into the Supreme Lord's eternal abode of Vrindavan. Very important to understand these things, because it is important and it's a fact. So we have to be very careful with what we do. We have to regulate our lives in such a way and do the right thing. Otherwise we'll never really have the full experience of Krishna. Krishna will not reveal himself in full. Maybe a little, but not in full unless we follow the prescribed duties and the prescribed activities for a devotee. Yes? Maya Devi forces atheists to perform sinful activities and in this way deprives them of the nectar of chanting the holy name. But if she becomes appeased by an atheist's rendering service to saintly Vaishnavas, she showers him with her grace and connects him to Lord Krishna's lotus feet. Maya is an eternal maidservant of Lord Krishna. She punishes the wayward jivas who drift away from serving Lord Krishna, like me. Those who want to serve Maya are simply cheaters, and they can never know happiness. There is no happiness in the material world, right? Everybody's chasing happiness, everybody wants to be happy, but it's not in the material world, or Maya will try and convince us that it is, yes? But it isn't. Happiness is only within. There is no happiness externally, because everything is temporary, right? So if you find pleasure in one place, it's not going to last any amount of time, because in a short amount of time it's gone, then you'll be looking for pleasure somewhere else. Find it there, then that'll be gone. So that's a constant procedure that always goes on. If Maya is always tempting you, she might convince you you're going to find pleasure here, you're going to find pleasure here. It's like the analogy of the donkey with the carrot, yeah? Always chasing this carrot. When I get this carrot, I'll be happy when I get the carrot. But you never get the carrot, right? Because it's not real. It's an illusion. Maya is illusion, yes? So we won't find pleasure in the material world, in Maya. We'll only find pleasure from these practices, yes? And to access that pleasure, we have to follow some certain rules and regulations. Otherwise, all the other things we're doing, as Bhaktivinoda Thakur was saying here, meat eating, drinking alcohol, all the other sinful activities, they're all Maya, right? Yes? And Maya is not this, yes? Isn't it? Sanskrit, the aphorism is not this, yeah? It's not this isn't it. Those who want to serve Maya are simply cheaters and who never can know happiness. Yet Maya Devi rewards those who chant the holy name and helps them to cross over the ocean of material nescience. Maya Devi is known and worshipped in many forms, Durga and Kali, etc. The superior spiritual energy is Lord Krishna's original and primeval energy. Maya is its shadow. So it's darkness, yes. Yes, it's the dark shadow of Krishna's energy. Her intention is to rectify the erring jivas who've fallen away. That's us. Yes, we've all fallen away for some reason, yeah, at some point in, who knows, in history. It could be billions of births. Who knows? We don't know. But we have at some point. And now we have the opportunity to get back. Yes, and it's been made very simple by Lord Chaitanya, yeah, and his disciples like Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Follow these instructions. These are Lord Chaitanya's instructions, right? Yes, they're Krishna's instructions. They're God's instructions. They're not a man's instructions. They're not made up. Yeah, somebody's not making this up to fool you and take your money. Somebody's giving you instructions to make you happy. Yes, because Krishna wants to see us being happy, right? He doesn't want to see us miserable. He doesn't want to see us suffering in this material world. But because we are in it, Maya is working in a very, very interesting and mystical way to bring us back to Krishna. Yeah? We may not understand it a lot of the time, but there is a reason why things happen to us, why we suffer, for example. Because at some point you're going to say, I don't want to suffer anymore, I've had enough suffering. And you'll hold up your hands and say, Krishna, I have no other shelter, yes? So then Krishna will say, okay, I'll take you out of this mess, yes? But we have to surrender, yeah? And that's the difficult part, because we think we're the centre of the universe. We're the controller, you know, everything revolves around me, yes? That's Maya's greatest trick, yes? It's not true. Her prime duty, Maya showers two kinds of graces. This is a bit technical, but the rest of this little bit, this paragraph. Nishkapata, honest and unrestricted grace, and Sakapata, capricious and illusory. By her Nishkapata mercy, she gives the science of devotional service to Lord Krishna subtly mixed with material knowledge. In the case of Sakapata mercy, she offers temporary material favours and comforts, and thus controls the jiva. That's the jiva being us, the soul. Yes. When she is dissatisfied with the jiva's behaviour, she casts him into the Brahmajyoti. Through Sayujya liberation, thus the jiva is doomed. So that's an interesting thing. Now, Brahmajyoti, yes, we all know what that is? Does everybody know what Brahmajyoti is? Brahmajyoti is the energy of Krishna, right? Krishna's energy, if you like. The goal of the impersonalists, the goal of the Buddhists, merging into oneness, this, that's Brahmajyoti, yes? Isn't that right, Dhanagati? He knows, he's been there. And come back, so he learned his lesson. It's true. So there's Brahmajyoti. Not many people aren't so lucky, right? And not so fortunate. So as it says here, the Brahmajyoti, the jiva is doomed, it says here, if he goes into that situation. Food for thought, right? Well worth thinking about. So Maya, so avoid Maya. And the best way to avoid Maya, in fact, as Lord Chaitanya, the last incarnation of Krishna said, Harinam, Harinam, Harinama eva kevalam, gauleva nasti vanasti gatiranyata. In this age of Kali, in this age of quarrel, hypocrisy, chant the holy name, chant the holy name, chant the holy name. It is the only way, it is the only way, it is the only way. What part of that don't we understand? And he's trying to make it very, very clear. There is no other way to achieve the goal, the highest goal. It's the only way. And it's been given freely in this age of Kali to chant this holy, and then put up a wall of defense against Maya. Yes? And then Krishna will take control and everything will be fine and you'll become happy. As happy as you can be in a material body anyway. Because we transcend the suffering and the desires and the lack of finding happiness that most people do experience. Yeah? Majority of people. That won't happen to us. It won't happen to us. We just have to have faith that Prabhupada and Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Lord Chaitanya are telling us the truth, right? Yes? Yeah? And if they are, and if we follow what their teachings and we do what they ask, then we'll experience that same nirvana, yes? In Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada states in one of the purports in Bhagavad Gita that after nirvana comes bhakti. After nirvana comes bhakti. And this is bhakti. So this is far higher, much more advanced than reaching that one with everything, nirvana of the Buddhists, or whoever it may be, yes? This is higher. This is much more advanced. So it's a special gift, yes? A special thing. We should be very grateful for being able to just chant these names, you know? Because most people can't, you know? Isn't it true? Yeah? They can't. They can't access it. It's not been revealed to them at all. Yes? We've had conversations about this quite recently a lot. You know, this revelation that Krishna reveals himself to us. He reveals the process to us when we're ready, yeah? Or when we desire it. Yeah? So we're very fortunate. As I said a little while ago, when Bhagavat Ashray was here, we were talking, he was saying, you know, we're the chosen ones, actually. It's quite special, so don't ignore it. Yes? So keep chanting Hare Krishna. Yeah? It's always nice, isn't it? Yeah? You ever go and have a kirtan and not enjoy it? No. No, it's always blissful, it's always lovely, it's always beautiful. And the more we tap into it, and the more we tune into it, the more the experience becomes better and better and better, right? It doesn't get worse. It's not like a material thing. You know, when you become used to it, you either become addicted to it, habituated to it, and then it becomes a problem. Chanting never does. Chanting Hare Krishna, the pleasure just keeps increasing. Yes? How many years we been doing it, Doug? 40 years? I don't. You never get fed up with it, right? Krishna Katha, you've been chanting for how many years? A long time? You ever get fed up with it? No, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. We don't realise how powerful it is. It's a very powerful process. Extremely powerful. So keep chanting. Anyway, that's a little bit on chanting. So we'll just sing another little song, 5 minutes, and then we'll have a little talk about... tomorrow is the appearance day of Lord Balarama, so we'll just talk a little bit about that after we've done Radha Madhava, yes? Okay, that's okay with everyone? Any questions? You're all chanters, right? You're all high as a kite, chanting, all blissed out. Even the dog was doing dandavats down there, I saw him. Just a transcendental dog, isn't it? Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Gopi Janavalava Girivardhari Gopi Janavalava Girivardhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavalava Girivardhari Gopi Janavalava Girivardhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavalava Girivardhari Gopi Janavalava Yashodanandana Rajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Okay, as we were saying, tomorrow is, or today in some places in the world I guess, is Balaram's appearance day, Balaram's birthday. Now, who doesn't know who Balaram is? I don't need to explain anything about Balaram then, you all know, right? Yes? Yeah? Yeah? So who is it? Krishna's elder brother. That's right. Krishna's elder brother. He was, he's actually Krishna also, in one sense. Krishna's first expansion, actually. And then from Balaram, all the other expansions come, right? He's also the guru, our guru, ultimately, main man, actually. And Balaram is also Lakshman, Sitaram Lakshman, yes. He's also Nityananda. He was also Nityananda. So when we talked about Lord Chaitanya, oh, by the way, that last song, Radha Madhava, was also written by Haridas Thakur, of course. So we're talking about Haridas Thakur just then. So Balaram is always with Krishna, right? Like Radharani in a way, but male. Now, Balaram is worshipped for a lot of reasons. We worship Balaram, but a lot of the time for strength. Yeah? Strength is extremely important. It's very important for us to remain strong. We were talking about how we should chant, yeah? And how we should focus on this process and try and stick rigidly to the process. Yeah? That actually takes strength. Yes? It takes resolve. It takes enthusiasm. And it takes a little mercy also. Yes? So, I was told when I was a younger man, when a devotee once said to me that if you ever have problems in Krishna consciousness, if you're experiencing any issues in Krishna consciousness, if you have a problem, you think you're not advancing, if you're having pressure from Maya and you're having difficulty control, always pray to Nityananda. Yeah? And Nityananda will help you. And I also, because Nityananda is Balaram, he gives us strength. And I found that to be true, actually, in my own personal spiritual practice. Lord Nityananda is very merciful, as is Lord Chaitanya. And I think that's why it's recommended also we should have Gauri Thai in our house initially when we become devotees. Very important to have Gauri Thai, because that gives you, and we chant this Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jayadvaita's mantra before we chant Hare Krishna. That also helps to give us some spiritual strength, because we're asking for the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, who is Balarama, and he gives us strength and resolve and everything else to continue. So Balarama is very important in our spiritual process. We always tend to think of Krishna probably much more in the Radharani, but Balarama is the support, he's the strength in our practice. So never forget Balarama or Nityananda, and always pray to him if you have any problems, if you find you have any problems, and he will help you. Now, just a quick overview. I'm going to read some verses from another song, actually, because I was reading this yesterday, and I thought, oh, this is nice. And this is a song that was written by Vyasadeva. Now, Vyasadeva wrote many things with his scribe Ganesh, who you will probably know about, I think. Yes, he wrote all of the books, all of our literature was written by Vyasadeva, right? So, Vyasa, yes. And Srimad Bhagavatam, the Mahabharata, all these things written by Vyasa. And he wrote this song, this prayer. It's called the Balabhadra Strota Kavacha, and it's very nice. We won't sing the Sanskrit. We'll read the translation of the verses, because if you're wanting to progress, these are always nice things to read and to take to heart and to use in your devotional practice. And of course we all practice every day, so sometimes it's always good to include these things in our daily sadhana. But especially on this particular day tomorrow, which is Balarama's appearance day, I suggest you dig this one out, Balabhadra Strota Kavacha, and offer these prayers to Lord Balarama. So verse 1 is, May Lord Balarama, who is the master of Goloka, who is the supreme controller of all controllers, and whose fame is spotless, protect me. May Lord Balarama, who on his head holds the earth as if it were a single mustard seed, protect me in this world. So, this is Vyasadeva praying like this. Very nice. So that's how we should think. We need this protection. We need this. We're weak. We may think we're strong. We're not. Maya will always defeat us. Always, if we don't have the support of Balarama and devotees and the association of other devotees. We need this. So we need this stuff, to keep us strong. Because as there's that example of sticks, if you have a load of thin sticks and you put them all in a bundle, you can't very easily break them, right? But one stick on its own you can easily break. So always try and keep association as much as possible with devotees, other devotees, and that will keep us stronger. Very important. And always pray to Balarama or Baladeva to protect us and help us. Like it says here, verse 2, May Lord Balarama protect me when I am surrounded by many armies. May Lord Balarama, who holds a plough, always protect me in my battle. And we're in a battle, aren't we? Yes? We're in a battle against the material energy. Yeah? So always pray to Balarama to give us strength. We're Krishna's army, Prabhupada's army, Lord Chaitanya's army. Yes? Resist this Maya, this onslaught of Maya, which is very, very strong at the moment. Yeah? Extremely strong at the moment. Yes? May Lord Balarama, who holds a club, always protect me in many fortresses. May Lord Balarama, the supreme personality of Godhead, protect me in the forest. Verse 3. May Lord Balarama, who wears blue garments and who stops the Yamuna, always protect me in fire. Balarama always wears blue, right? Nityananda is always wearing blue, yes? Lord Chaitanya is always dressed in yellow, right? Just like Krishna and Balarama, yeah? They're always yellow and blue, aren't they? It's Nityananda the same. May Lord Balarama protect me in the wind. May Lord Balarama protect me in the sky. May Lord Balarama, who is Lord Ananta himself, always protect me in the great ocean. Another expansion from Balaram, Ananta. Yes. May Lord Balaram, who is Vasudev's son, protect me on mountains. May Lord Balaram, who has 1,000 heads, protect me in great disputes. Great disputes. You have any great disputes lately? You have. You pray to Balaram to protect always. Everybody having great disputes? You have any great disputes lately?
I have the permission of my wife.
You're his protector, right? So everything, I mean, all of everything in this world, everything where we have problems, I pray to Balaram to protect me, to help me. Balaram, give me strength. No matter even if it's spiritual things, great, but in material sense as well. Help me to, get through this situation, because we all go through many, many troublesome situations in the material world. If we think of Balaram, if we can do that, then he will help us, May Lord Balaram, who is Rohini's son, protect me from diseases. May Lord Balaram, who fulfills desires, protect me from catastrophes. Verse 5. May Lord Balaram, who is the enemy of Denakasura, that's a demon, and Asura is a demon, yes, Denakasura, always protect me from lust. May Lord Balaram, who killed Dvivida, always protect me from anger. May Lord Balaram, who is the enemy of Balvala, always protect me from greed. May Lord Balaram, who is the enemy of Jarasandha, always protect me from illusion. All these things, they will attack us in the material world, yes? Or we will have desires or temptations to do things which are, as we were discussing earlier, are sinful activities, yes? The holy name, chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, which is Balaram, yes, Krishna's, this is also Balaram, Krishna, Rama. It will protect us, the holy name will protect us. Lord Balaram will help to protect us, yes. He will give us strength to protect us from all these desires, these things, these temptations, these pullings, yes. They're trying to pull us away from Krishna consciousness. Illusion, yes. Maya. May Lord Balaram, who is the best of the Vrishnis, always protect me at sunrise. May Lord Balaram, who is the king of Mathura city, always protect me in the morning. May Lord Balaram, who is the friend of the Gopas, always protect me at midday. May Lord Balaram, who is supremely independent, always protect me in the afternoon. May Lord Balaram, who is the king of serpents, always protect me at sunset. May Lord Balaram, who is greater than the greatest, always protect me in the evening. May Lord Balaram, whose power is invincible, always protect me in the middle of the night. May Lord Balarama always protect me at every sunrise, so 24 hours a day, 24/7. We read this, very often I used to think, to become Krishna conscious is 24/7, right? You read this in Prabhupada's instructions. We have to be Krishna conscious all the time. Yeah? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Yeah? That isn't easy, is it? No? I'm lucky if I can do it for an hour in the morning when I'm chumming around, I'm all, distractions will come, yeah? But if we pray to Balaram to help us, he can help us to remain Krishna conscious. Yeah? It's just remembering. That's what we have to do. Always, like Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, always remember me. Become my devotee. Yeah? That's all we have to do to liberate ourselves from this suffering material condition, from the cycle of birth, death, old age and disease. Yes? But we have to find a way to do that. And Balaram, Baladev, Nityananda, Lord Nityananda will help us to do that. May Lord Balaram, who is the master of Revati, protect me from every direction. May Lord Balaram, who is the enemy of Pralamba, protect me from every direction. May Lord Balaram, who is the best of the Yadavas, protect me from below. May Lord Balaram always protect me from above. May Lord Balaram protect me from near and far. May Lord Balaram protect me everywhere. May Lord Balaram, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, always protect me from within. May powerful Lord Balarama, who enjoys pastimes as the King of Serpents, protect me from without. May Lord Balarama, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Super Soul residing in everyone's heart, always protect me. So as we were discussing just now, Balarama is the first expansion of Krishna, right? And from him comes the Vishnu's expansions. And in, sorry?
So from him comes Purush avatars. Purush avatar.
Yeah, Purush avatars, yeah, Purush avatars. So in their heart is Vishnu. It's the expansion of Balarama, yes. Krishna is on his planet enjoying, yes. He's just enjoying himself, yes. He's just dancing in the forests and glades of Vrindavan with Radharani playing his flute. Yes? When we want to get there, we need Balaram to help us to get there. Yeah? So he expands, he lets, okay, Balaram, you go off and do all that stuff. I'm just going to go and stay and play my flute and enjoy myself in the spiritual world, right? Yes? So it's very important. Balaram's very important, as is Radharani. Extremely important, you know. Please know that this kavacha of Lord Balaram is the best of armours. This is Vyasadev's final verse in this prayer. Please know that this kavacha of Lord Balaram is the best of armours. It destroys the fears of the demigods and the demons. It is the blazing fire that burns up the fuel of a host of sins. It is the death of a host of obstacles. And it is the abode of spiritual perfection. There's a few little bits of extra information here which is quite interesting, that Garga Muni previously gave this mantra to the Vraj Gopis. Herein Sri Pradivipaka Muni speaks the same kavacha to Duryodhana, who's one of the main personalities in the Mahabharata, right? Yes? After bathing and dressing in clean cotton garments, a person should sit on kusha grass, mat, purify his hands with mantras, bow down and with fixed intelligence meditate on Lord Krishna's elder brother. This is a nice thing to do tomorrow, you know, to try and spend some time meditating on Balaram, yes? Because it's his appearance day. This kavacha, or this prayer, this song, will ensure one feel protection against Maya, as stated in the Garga Samhita. So that's the Balabhadra Strota Kavacha by Vyasadeva. Very nice, yeah? Yeah. So we just have to follow these instructions, at least a little bit if we can. At least take a few minutes out of our day tomorrow, and on Lord Balaram's appearance day, and maybe just offer a prayer to Lord Balaram to help me to become strong, to protect me, you know, from Maya and this onslaught of the material energy, to help me become a better devotee, to help me to help others, to give me the strength, the enthusiasm, to help others to understand this, to give them the opportunity to enter into this world of this Krishna family, and to escape the clutches of this material energy. It's the purpose of human life, actually. This is our purpose. Yeah? To help others. If we're in a family, we have children, our purpose is to help them children to elevate themselves and get out of this Maya, right? Not to shove them deeper into it. That's not the purpose. Our purpose is to protect the planet, to look after the planet, not destroy the planet. That's the purpose of human life. What other purpose is there? Anybody else have an idea what a purpose of this life is in human form? Anything else? No. Sorry?
Connect to the Lord.
Yeah, that's right. To connect to the Lord and to help others to connect to the Lord. It's a very rare thing to get human birth. Yeah, we're in a very rare place. When you think of the billions of living, unlimited living entities there are, probably just in this building, Just imagine, just think how rare it is to be in a human form of life, in a human body, and be able to do this, to be able to understand this, to be able to practice this. We're very, very rare. So we shouldn't waste the opportunity that's been given to us, or that we, as we said earlier, after nirvana comes bhakti. Who knows what we've been doing in our previous lives to reach this point? But we have a responsibility as human beings. Not to just destroy the planet to satisfy our senses. No, we need strength to resist that. And we can get that strength by praying to Lord Balarama, to Nityananda, Lakshman, to help us to do that. Yes? And he will. He will. It does work. It's tried, it's proved. I've tried and tested it a few times. Definitely works. So, but then you don't have to take my word for it. You have to do it yourself. So, have a happy Balaram Jayanti to all of you tomorrow. And just spend a little bit of time, thinking about Lord Balaram, thinking about our own responsibilities in life and how to keep us strong to do the right thing. Yes? And Balaram will help us. Of that there's no doubt. Hare Krishna. Any questions or comments or?
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
In the Kurukshetra war, when it was going to go to war, Balaram left, didn't he? He said, "I'm not." And he goes travelling, doesn't he? Then he comes back.
Yeah.
Why did he not stay with Krishna to fight?
Why?
Well, Krishna didn't fight, did he, until the end? But
Well, I think there are probably many reasons, probably. The main one probably is that this war... I'm not sure. You know the main reason?
What was the question?
question, please. Yeah.
The question was, why did Balaram not get engaged in the Kurukshetra war?
All right, okay. He
One-
loved Duryodhana.
Yeah.
No,
Duryodhana was his favorite. In fact, there was a verse there which said
Yes,
this
Yes.
thing was transmitted to Duryodhana.
that's right.
So
Yeah.
because Duryodhana is his disciple also. He taught all this mace fight.
That's right.
Gadayuddha he
Yeah, that's
So
right.
it's Balaram needed to
And-
stay aloof from the whole situation.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to oppose Krishna also.
And
Because he will need to fight on the other side.
I think there was another
Balaram
reason because Lord Rama was the
Duryodhana is the
Krishna
Kauravas,
was the
yes.
incarnation of Lord Rama. So Rama was the one who fought in the Yuga, the Yuga before that,
Yeah.
Dwapar and
Treta.
Yuga. So he kept himself like Lakshmana on the side. Lakshmana didn't fight in the when Ram fought against Ravana. It was Ram who fought it
Yeah.
mainly.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to take any credit of doing anything. Like Lord Krishna be there and
Right, yeah, that's another reason. Yeah. So there's a few reasons, but that's like that. But these guys know a lot more
I
about
don't
Leela
know
than
if
I
that's
do.
the reason.
Must admit. They're much more versed in Leela and this stuff than I am, I must admit. Do you know any more than that? Why Balaram didn't engage in the war in the Bhagavad Gita, Kurukshetra? We've heard that because of Duryodhana, yes, and because he was an incarnation of Lakshman, so therefore that was another carryover from previous yuga.
उन्होंने कहा था ना मैं बड़ा बन के आऊँगा ऐसे कुछ लक्ष्मण.
That's a different story. But Pavitranam sadhunam vinashaya duskritam. That's promised Krishna makes. So Krishna, when he comes personally, he personally kills all the demons. So when Krishna comes as a yuga avatar, like Krishna and Ram, Balaram, he kind of stays in a shadow. And that's what his role is. He facilitates everything. So whatever you see, creation and spiritual world, everything is creation of Balaram. So he's their servant of Krishna. He facilitates everything. So he doesn't fight.
Yeah, that's what I was comparing. In
Yes.
the other yuga, he was like a Lakshman. So he was said that the Ram was the one who fought, and similarly, Lord Krishna was the one main
Yes.
who fought.
Yes.
That's what I was saying.
Interesting. Yeah. Thank you for
No,
thank you for that. Yeah, that's You hear these things, is that?
Yeah, so, I mean, the story-wise, Duryodhana is the Kauravas, Arjuna and Pandavas are there. So, Krishna is fighting, not fighting, but is on the side of the Pandavas. And Balaram didn't want to fight against Kauravas because Duryodhana is a favorite disciple and student of Duryodhana, of Balaram. Because Balaram taught him the mace fighting, and also if you saw the Balaram Stotram, he actually gave that Kavacham. Kavacham is a shield.
Yeah.
So he has given the shield to Duryodhana that he is going to protect him. So he can't work on the other side to kill him because he has actually personally given the shield to him.
Yeah. That's right, yeah. Let's say that, yes, definitely. Okay?
I had read it.
The Mahabharata, yeah.
He said Balaram's ways with Krishna, that's what triggered. I thought he
Oh,
then comes away, doesn't he?
Yeah,
For,
yeah.
I know it's 18 days, isn't it? Or before that.
that's right, yeah, you remembered. I'm impressed. Remember that, because there's a lot of stuff in there to remember, right? It's okay if you grow up with it, it's in your culture, that's much easier to remember these stories, but for us it's sometimes difficult to get your head around all this stuff. It's a lot of stuff, isn't it?
I don't know whether this is, maybe this is my thinking, this is my, maybe that's the reason, like when Rama and Lakshmana went for this fight, Garpe, like who was the fourth brother?
Shatrugna.
Bharat Shatrugna.
Shatrugna. So he was the one who protected the Ayodhya, and somebody has to be there. If everybody will go and fight, who will look after the people who are there? So to protect the family and people and other villages, one son was there, rather than going to the all together to fight against them. No? Like Shatrugna fought all the battles in Ayodhya when Ram wasn't there, wasn't it?
The way we should understand pastimes is that Krishna or Ram comes to establish some rules, that how a kingdom, how a family, how things should run. But Ram and Krishna, they are completely independent. Krishna doesn't need to be in Dwarka to protect Dwarka. Krishna doesn't need to be in the battle.
No, I said Balaram stayed there.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
And Shatrugna, Bharat and Lakshman, they are part of the Chaturbhi. When Purusha Avatar, they expand into Sankarshan, Pradyumna, and four like that.
And they were
And they descend at Bharat, Shatrugna, Lakshman and Ram. So if you read Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is very nice description in the Adi Leela. There's very nice description that how everything manifests and how everything comes into
The script
being.
was written.
Script. So all these pastimes, the script are written. I think the main purpose Krishna comes is for the love of his devotee. Because killing demons is
That was
Krishna
very
can kill
legal.
anyone just when he doesn't have to think, like Prabhu said, that Krishna is always playing flute. Krishna did not go to the battlefield in the Mahabharata. It appears that Krishna went. Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. Not even one step Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. Krishna assumes the form of Narayan when he leaves Vrindavan.
Jaya Vishika Pavanam Suparavaji Chara Stota to Shri Srimati Pranay Grace Daisy Bhaktivinoda Swami Prabhupada Ki Vaishnavinda Ki Chara Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Ram Shikla Shri Krishna Chaitanya Bhavanita Shri Radha Shri Bhaktivinoda Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shamakun Radhakun Giri Govardhan Ki Davdam Ki Mayavodam Ki Gangamai Ki Gangamai Ki Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Gaur Pregnant, all glories to Central Devotees, all glories to Central Devotees, all glories to Central Devotees, all glories to Srila and Sri Radha.
So next week is a very special week. So we have the Janmashtami next week. So we have Friday Sangha here next week, and plus we have a festival of Janmashtami Day at Jaya Mata's place, which is in Thakur. So please, everyone come, whoever can come. Yeah, come to the place. I think we posted address in our WhatsApp group. Please all come. And then on Sunday we have the Janmashtami festival, Nandotsav, and also Srila Prabhupada's appearance day on the 17th at Radhanath's place. So Radhanath Prabhu. So please all come. Bring other people. I know you guys are going to be in India, so many people in India. Massive catering, yeah. See the show off, see that. So please all come.